So we've talked about multiple times, intake ventilation is so important, and it is really what it creates the balance system. Every roofing company out there is going to install ridge vent or can vents, but it doesn't do anything without proper intake ventilation. On this house here, what we're going to do is we're going to install a product called Lamanco Deck Air. This is by far my favorite intake vent. And the reason is, you've seen the video before of when I used the competitor's product, and we put them on, and the sun heated them up, and what they actually did is it made it really lumpy and bubbly. And we had to go back in, remove all of the intake ventilation, and replace it with Lamanco Deck Air. One thing about Lamanco Deck Air is, since this is all virgin vinyl, it doesn't have to acclimate to outdoor temperatures. We can just install it without worrying about it. And the way we do that, on the back side, there's nails. So we remove these nails, and what we do is, when we're installing this, we just butt it, we put a nail in between, and we butt them up together to give it that little bit of a clearance to allow the plastic to expand and contract. Because remember, it is black, the shingles on top of it do get warm, and it is bringing in cold air into a hot space. We have to allow for it to move. So make sure when you're installing Lamanco Deck Air, you don't make the mistake of butting them tight and then pounding the nails down and ruining the actual vent. The nails go in here, and then they adhere to the vent. The way that I like to install it is ice and water shield underneath, cut the hole across, and then I bring my ice and water shield over top of this. Then we put our starter strip, and this has this really nice fin where the starter sits right on top, and then the shingles can go on top. Another benefit that I like to Lamanco versus some of the competitors is the actual profile. If we're putting this on a 4-pitch, and we're using a competitive product, it kind of gives it a hump. So on the back side, you gotta put dummy shingles in there to fur it up, or it's just gonna be a basin for water to collect. With this vent here, it's nice and low profile, so it allows the water to just escape the roof. Another thing that Lamanco got creative in is when you're terminating a piece, you can actually cut it on this line, and you can turn this fin to terminate it. So that way we don't have an air gap here, and we don't have to fill it with caulk, and we don't have to worry about bees nests getting in there. There's multiple things with this vent besides just the science of how it's made, but the actual performance and the ease of install from a contractor side that I like. This is Paramount's preferred intake vent, is Lamanco Deck Air.